Hey everyone, the Waited On here, and I'm here with my brand new series called First Impressions, where we look at brand new champions, reworks, and more to give our insight on how the champion will function and affect the Summoner's Rift. Today we'll be focusing on the brand new champion in League of Legends, Sett, the boss. Stick around until the end of the video for a review on Sett and how I think he'll fit in the League of Legends scene when it comes to competitive, casual, and the solo queue ladder. Out faster, and with bonus damage as well. Q, Sett uses for a fight, so he gains movement speed similar like Garen. It's like an empowered auto. Gaining movement speed while moving towards enemy champions, so similar to Vayne. So that's going to be your engager if they're running away. Let's see. Next two basic attacks deal 10 bonus physical damage plus 1% of the target's max health. So this is really good against tanks. It's gonna be a pretty solid tank buster top lane. Guess it's on. Considering that's gonna do 2% of their max HP. I'm wondering if when it's maxed, it does even more. Looks like it. That's a good amount of maximum health. Wow. When this gets maxed out, so what is that, like level 7? This is gonna be very strong. 7 or 8. Alright, and then we have the W, Haymaker. Sett stores 100% of damage taken as grit to a cap of over 1,000. Oh, okay, so 50% of Sett's max health. Grit quickly decays 4 seconds after damage was taken. Okay, so let's try it out here. So he stores all the damage. After that, he expends all grit. About 200 damage. Let's see now. Okay, so it does a good amount of extra damage based off of that. Let's see, does this have any sort of CC or slow on it? Does not look like it, but he does get a shield. Alright, now this is the ability that's going to be really interesting, and I think it's going to separate good sets from bad. This one. So one thing that I am... Oh. It's interesting. Yeah, the ranges of this one are going to be super interesting. So a combo would probably be something along the lines of this. Run up with this. Ah, that's pretty good. Alright, the one thing I am interested in, see, look over here, spawn an enemy dummy. I'm wondering if you can pull them over the walls. Okay, maybe this wall's too big. Let's try a wall like this one. Okay, so you can't pull them over walls unless maybe there's a code or something possible. But yeah, that looks to be the only way. And then for the coolest, definitely in my opinion, the coolest part of this champion. Let's just show how wide this range is. The showstopper. Very similar to a vial in the terms of how it grabs a champion, but the cool thing about this part is it explodes in an AoE where you land, which I think is why this champion is going to have a bit more effectiveness than just how Vi has her ulti. Let's see this way. Go ahead with the combo. Yeah, this guy's gonna have really good combos. Let's see, so we have a good amount of CDR, right? 20% CDR. It really looks like Sett's kind of a champion that will go in with the ultimate, hit in with the combo, and then kind of back off a little bit, go back in with the Q. Let's take off the cooldown so you can see how it feels. One thing that I do like is you can buff this ultimate very easily. It's a really good way to group up enemies. The thing that I also like is, yeah, even when his abilities are 1-2 punch, there's a lot more. Team fight fairly well. Yeah, his abilities seem interesting. He seems like a bit more of a simple champion, which I enjoy, because he is is definitely going to be a very unique ability, though. I feel like I haven't seen much like this in League of Legends. It completely groups him up, so this guy's probably going to be really good for engaging with wombo combos and Malphite. I wonder, technically, too, if this is a knockup for Yasuo, because this would be a pretty good setup tool. It doesn't really look like a knockup, but I can see it working. Since looks, honestly, Yasuo knockup works with many things. So, yeah, the only thing to do now is to try him in a game.
Anyone wants a piece of me? Line forms right here.
Now this brings us to the review for Sett the boss. Sett has an extremely high damage potential with his passive and extra damage sources such as his Q and combos with his RE into W combo. The only reason I didn't rate this higher is that a big part of his damage potential lies in fighting against numbers, being able to land abilities on multiple members. However, his ability to use everything and eliminate a higher priority target is very big in game-winning teamfights. Sett's potential is what lands him the solid score of 7. Sett's survivability is a bit low, with only having the use of Conqueror if he decides to go it, and W with the shield that rapidly declines. It's really only his only source of sustain and survivability. There's pretty much not anything else, and his only swarm of mobility is his R. Sett, when found in a bad spot, has no other choice but to go in, very much on character. This leaves him with a subpar survivability of 4 out of 10. Similar to Sett's damage numbers, he has an incredible ability to CC an entire team with his E, can take out a key member with his R. However, his E seems a little too unreliable to consistently land. However, his ability to completely take out one member is huge and cannot be understated, which lands him a solid score at 7. While Sett is a fairly simple champ, mastery of this champion is going to be very crucial in my opinion. Sett's passive keeps him at a good amount of damage to easily land. However, to maximize damage with this champion, showing mastery of his W and E in teamfights is crucial. Sett seems like such a fun champion, in his kit, also in his character, lore, and personality. As an ADC main, I can't wait to try him out in some norms whenever I get top lane or off-rolled or in whatever role he ends up in. Overall, Sett seems like a very cool and fairly simple champion with some unique mechanics on his side. We need to play against this champion to avoid the max damage combos, and CC is going to be very important moving forward, as Sett is a champion with very high potential if left unchecked. In low elo, I think Sett will be king. With his movement speed on his Q and such high potential with his ultimate, I think Sett will dominate these games with point-and-click skills alone. The only reason he isn't placed higher is because of his high skill capabilities in his W and E. They're both not too hard to use, but to utilize to the fullest potential is a very different story. In Plat through Diamond, Sett will still be a fairly solid pick. This is due to players starting to be able to utilize his kit to the fullest and starting to make better decisions when it comes to when to engage and who to engage on. Sett will likely be a champion who will focus on teamfights or taking one member out of the fight. And in Plat Plus, taking out a member essentially means a free fight. In high elo, I think Sett will start to fall off a bit, but not enough to be an unviable pick. His ability to create game-winning fights will create a lot of potential even at the highest of elos. However, I have a feeling that this champion will become somewhat easy to play around when it comes to the mid-game, as he will be easily kiteable and carries in high elo know how to position so that they won't just be taken out for free. This leads me to believe that Sett players in high elo will have quite a hard time climbing. While I think that Sett has a very high damage and CC potential, I think that he is a champion that can be easily played around and avoided when coming to the highest level of play. The only reason I have him placed higher in competitive than in solo queue high elo is that I think that the right team comp can have incredible setup and create a solid wombo combo comp, which Sett can slot very well into. I don't think Sett will ever be pick or ban unless his kit is overtuned at the moment. Instead, I think he'll be more of a niche pick for certain sorts of team comps. In the short time Sett has been around on PBE, I have already seen many videos with Setts going off meta or full damage builds having crazy success. This leads me to believe that Sett will be a fun pick when it comes to casual play and messing around with friends with different sorts of builds and runes. Overall, Sett seems to be like a viable pick in almost any elo unless he is nerfed hard. However, at high elos and competitive, he will have a hard time finding the right fights. The best Sett players, however, may be able to overcome these shortcomings and utilize his strengths to climb. Hey, you! Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the first entry of my new series, drop a like, let me know in the comments if there's anything you think I should change or update in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.